File, New. Go to US paper, 8.5 by 11, 300, resolution. We'll change this to CMYK, and then hit OK. Now, if you want your picture going landscape, you just need to go to Image, and you're just going to go to Image Rotation in 90 degrees clockwise. Now I'm going to take my two pictures, I'm going to drag them out and drag them over. Drag them out and drag them over. So I did it CMYK. We actually need to change our mode. So we need to go to Image, Mode, Grayscale. Sorry, I forgot that I want you guys to do it in grayscale. So then it's just going to say, do you want to flatten this? You don't have to flatten. And then hit OK. I didn't flatten it anyways.
Oh, so all your pictures are going to be black and white?
All our pictures are going to be black and white. Yeah. And why they're going to be in black and white is because we're mimicking his style.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to do Command T, and I'm doing Command minus. So I'm holding the Shift, and I'm going to make my image a little smaller and make it fit on the page. And you can make yours smaller if you want. I'm actually going to probably make it a little bigger. And why I'm making it a little bigger right here is because this little spot right here is distracting, and we want to be looking right here. So if by making it bigger, I'm forcing you to look right in the center, okay? Then I'm going to drag my other picture on top, unlock it, and I'll drag that on top. There we go. And I'm going to bring my opacity down so I can see through. And I'm going to line the people walking right in the center. And then I'll bring my opacity back up. And then what I would do is all you're going to do is just take your eraser tool. You want your hardness down at 0. And then bring your opacity to maybe about like, anywhere between 30 and 50. And then I'm going to bring my brush bigger. I'm also going to bring my opacity down a little bit too so I can see where I want to erase. And then I'm going to start to erase. And I would click multiple times, because if you just hold down on your eraser and go like this, it does the same thing, but in your history, it only acts as one, like you did something once. So the more I click, the more things I can, the more times I can go back in my history. And then to check out my work, I can bring this back up and you can start to see how it's coming together. I'm going to hold my Shift and I'm selecting both of these layers, because if you look right here, see, my image isn't fitting the canvas. So I'm just going to go to my Move tool and I'm just going to drag it up like that a little bit. Now just go back onto the top layer, go back to my eraser, and then I can start. Okay. Now I'm going to make my brush size a little smaller by using the bracket keys on the keyboard. I'm going to even bring my opacity down a little bit so I can see. Okay, I want to erase where the teeth are a little bit. So I'm going to get closer in. And then maybe more over here. Just take this off just to see. Okay, because this was kind of, there was a shadow here, so I wasn't really sure what was going on. So I know I can erase more over here. And there it is.